For $730,000, you can buy a pristine tropical landmass without ever setting foot on it. YouTuber Jimmy Donaldson did exactly that, wire transferring nearly $750,000 to acquire a massive remote property. He signed the deed sight unseen. When the paperwork cleared, Jimmy had absolutely no idea what was actually sitting on his new land. To audit the purchase, he took his crew out to the property and stranded them for 24 hours to conduct a comprehensive unboxing of the terrain. They were completely isolated on a massive landmass in the middle of the ocean, hours away from the nearest mainland. Over the next day and night, the crew had to determine if the six-figure investment was a functional paradise or a massive survival liability. The daylight hours revealed the sheer scale of the property. The island was so massive, the crew realized they couldn't walk its perimeter in one day. This map tracks their attempt to make sense of the landmass. Carl mapped the unknown boundaries, outlining the jagged coastal borders. As it expanded, it revealed an abrupt transition: white sandy beaches on the coast to dense, overgrown jungle interior. Inside that jungle foliage, they found their first residents, a local population of wild pigs actively roaming the overgrown property. To keep the camp functional, they set up basic infrastructure: Chandler dug a centralized waste management hole, complete with a custom wooden toilet chair. Meanwhile, Tyler drafted a series of strict island laws, like strictly prohibiting anyone from leaving, designed to keep the crew on the same page. Chris secured a fire and cooked up a stockpile of hot dogs and bananas, establishing a base camp to meet their core survival requirements. By late afternoon, the island, which they named Jeff, appeared to be a functional, idyllic investment with zero obvious downsides. But when the sun dropped below the ocean horizon, the idyllic landscape vanished, and the jungle became a wall of oppressive, pitch-black darkness. The crew grabbed tiki torches to investigate a geological hazard they found earlier, an uncharted cave system hidden deep beneath the surface rocks. Navigating those pitch-black tunnels took an immediate psychological toll. With no idea how deep the cave went or what was moving in the shadows, the crew quickly retreated to the surface. This radar diagram traces their movement in the dark, showing the breakdown of their daytime mapping. The crew got lost in the jungle, following a tangled path that led them far from base camp. Biological threats escalated from there. A night swim ended with a painful jellyfish sting, while the rest of the crew spent the night fighting off relentless mosquito attacks. Without daylight, the luxury real estate became an unpredictable wilderness, exposing the severe liabilities of owning unmapped nature. Dawn brought relief to the sleep-deprived crew, marking the successful completion of their 24-hour audit. This chart summarizes the final assessment, weighing the island's physical features against the genuine survival hazards of blind caves and local predators. Jimmy intended to use this property for a single purpose. This 24-hour stranding served as a stress test to prepare the environment for his next production. 10 randomly selected fans were scheduled to arrive the very next day to battle it out for total ownership of the land. The $730,000 purchase provided the arena for 10 fans to compete for a deed to their own private island.